everybody, it's Joey. This is like my third fibromyalgia video today. I think I did my fibromyalgia story in 2 videos, so that makes it 5 videos about fibromyalgia out of the 110 that I've done about ukuleles. I know I covered a lot in my last video. It ended up at 18 minutes, and I'm really sorry if you struggled to watch it all. There's lots of rambling, and I'm tired, so it's not the best time to make videos, but I guess it's the only time that I feel that it's really raw in my mind and I wanted to get it out there. Basically what I want to talk about is how the support we get from our friends and our family is really important. I'm lucky, my carer was my best friend, is my best friend. When I got sick with Emmy at 19, I moved in with her family, and they looked after me, and then when her family left to move to Oxford to run a pub, she left, her mum left me and my best friend B in charge of the house, and then when I got sick, B said she'd look after me. She'd become my carer. So I had the support network. I have a very good support network. I have people online, I have people offline, I have people I have phone conversations with, and people generally understand. I've not really come across many people saying you're faking it, you're faking it. Yes, in healthcare professional side, yes I have, but this is mostly about families and friends. Basically, the only problem I really have had is when I told my mum that I had fibromyalgia, or they had been diagnosed as fibromyalgia, or they thought it was fibromyalgia and they thought I had ME as well. She was very sceptical, and that's probably more to do with our relationship than anything else. But having been there and felt like I had to prove to her that I was really in pain, even now she's, I can't walk very far, and she'll say, but you do this and you do that, and I'm like, yeah, I do it for you. I sit through the pain for you. I can do it if I push myself, but it hurts, and then I pay for it later. I don't know how many of you watching this have heard of the spoon theory by Christine, I've forgotten her surname, Miserandino. Anyway, it's at the website www.butyoudon'tlooksick.com. She has lupus, and she was trying to explain to her friend what it was like to live with lupus, and that many people with chronic conditions that include fatigue and pain and all the other fun things that go with them find it a great way to explain to other people what they go through every day. The fact that we have a limited number of spoons and we can't just buy spoons, we have to borrow them from tomorrow, but if we borrow them from tomorrow, then we have less tomorrow, and that when a healthy person will say, okay, I get up in the morning and then I make breakfast, that's 1 spoon. It's like, no. First of all, you've got to pry your eyes open, and then you've got to realise you need the bathroom, but if you move, it's going to hurt, so that's going to cost you at least 2 spoons. And then you have to go through every single action that you've done that day, from walking down the stairs or standing in the lift or doing stuff like that, and each and every one of them costs you a spoon. And I guess it's a really good way of saying, you have all the spoons you need and want and everything else, but just like I used to have all the spoons I wanted and needed and I could use, it was taken away from me too. And I'm not suggesting that I want my friends and families to even have an ounce of what I go through, because I love them. I don't want them to suffer, but I need their support. I need them to believe me when I've got doctors saying, oh no, it's not fibromyalgia, that's all in your head, you've got psychological conditions. And when I started vomiting recently, I'm on antiemetics now, but before I was, went to see a doctor, gastro doctor, and she said to me that because a girl as young as I am, she said, you're 18. I said, actually I'm 28, and she said, no, you're 18. I said, I think I know my own age, but I'm 28. And she went, well, anyway, it still applies, she says, and the fact that you've got a referral for a psychologist in your notes, that makes me think, it's an attention-seeking thing. You're making yourself sick. I'd like to bring you into hospital and see have you monitored constantly, you know, not go to the bathroom on your own and all the rest of it, and see how sick you really get. And I'm just like, no way in hell am I ever setting foot in your office again. And I told my consultant what she said, and she read the letter, and the letter basically said the same as what I told her it said. And she sent this to my GP, she sent this, put this in my file, she sent it to my consultant, but she didn't send a copy to me because she knew that if she did send it to me, I would have made a complaint. Because I can't see it in my file. I'm lucky that both my GP and my consultant, when they got the letter, sort of looked at it and thought, that doesn't sound like Joey, so I'll ask her. And they did, and I was lucky in that respect. I've been very lucky with doctors. My GP is very supportive. He referred me to a specialist in ME, which then led to the fibromyalgia diagnosis. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat was getting dry. And my consultant, before the consultant I have now, when he realised how much pain I was in, he basically told the pain clinic to take off and he would deal with it. And he decided on the dosage and checked everything out, made sure I wasn't allergic, and the rest did it all in hospital so that I was, you know, in the right place if something went wrong. And then basically told the pain clinic, that's the doses she's on, that's the drugs she's on, don't touch them unless she needs an increase. I haven't had an increase. No, not a long time. In about 7-8 years I haven't had an increase. Not because I don't need to sometimes, but because I don't want to ask. I don't want to go to the pain clinic and be asked, you know, well, are you sure your pains are that bad? Are you sure you have fibromyalgia? Are you sure you're not just getting high off morphine? Which links into my other video, my recent video about drug seeking. We're not drug seeking. We didn't choose this. We're not just getting high. Because if we were, I guarantee we'd be having a lot more fun. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you can't tell your family, there are so many support groups online. There are so many email lists and places you can go to get the support you need, and maybe look up the spoon theory on butyoudon'tlooksick.com and go from there and see if that will help explain it to the people who are like, well, I don't really understand it, you know. And get involved if you can in activism like Fibroduct, spreading awareness, and other fibromyalgia associations and stuff, or raising awareness and raising money for research and stuff like that. There's communities on LiveJournal, there's probably communities on Dreamwidth, there's probably communities on Facebook. I know there's communities on Facebook because I'm a member of 2 of them. And there probably will be communities on Google Plus if there aren't there already. Get the help you need, get the support you need. It's a long, hard road. Don't do it alone. Thanks for watching.